Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, but today we are talking about how to romanticize life, how to elevate your life, how to develop your life in this quarter year. I know that each and every one of us made a goal in January, that our New Year resolution goals that we wanted to hit, and then I know most of us have not even take a bus out of it, which is very bad if you've not even take one bus out of it. So in today's video, I thought I help you guys in some tips and tricks on how I'm trying to romanticize my life, and how you can also use this tip and trick to also romanticize your life. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then join the family and follow me on all my socials here. Finding peace, joy, love, and happiness with yourself, and also stretching your days or routine, and then seeing your life in a path of beauty. So I really feel like that's a very nice and cute way of defining it. It's not anything luxurious. If you have the budget of being luxury with yourself, fine, go ahead and do that, but I find this definition very helpful. So let's just get on with the tips and tricks that we are going to go on today. So first tip is to always have a plan. You cannot go through life without not having a plan. You cannot just wake up from bed and then just start rolling, and then just rolling through the day without no plan, nothing. You have to, as soon as you go from bed to bed, from then from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you have to have a paper and pen and plan whatever you're going to do. And then self promo here, I also have a daily planner out that I'm going to leave in a link in the description box that you can also check it out. So what this does is that you're going to write everything down, not only journaling in a sense, but then writing whatever you want to do. You can have it in a way that you can plan from the next 3 weeks or the 12 weeks or 6 weeks in advance. But if you're starting with just planning, you can just start it with day by day. So what the tricks I've learned with planning is that I write all the things I want to do today, and if I'm not able to meet up with the things that I wrote down that I'm going to do, I move those things and put them on the list for tomorrow as the first topic. So those things that I couldn't do today comes on top of tomorrow's stuff that I'm going to. Number two is always writing down things. Now, writing down things can be in your journals and diaries and everything that makes you know comfortable, or having a piece of paper and then writing everything inside, because sometimes you have a whole idea in your mind, but then when you don't write it down, you don't really see anything. And as soon as you start putting pen on paper, you just see ideas just coming out of nowhere, because they are already in your head, because you're not stretching yourself enough, because you're not pushing yourself enough, because you're not writing it down, because it's like the brain work faster than your hands. So as soon as you put pen on a paper, you just see ideas just coming and coming and coming. And first of all, writing down stuff prevents you from not organized, because when you're writing stuff down, it makes you organized, and organizing your life also is part of romanticizing your life. And it also help you from being overwhelmed, because if you're overwhelmed, it's like you don't know where things are supposed to be. You're just going through life with, like, excuse me to say, like aimlessly without anything to do. And the next thing, which it was supposed to be the first thing, is always putting God first. Without God, you are absolutely nothing. Even I'm a Christian, so I believe in God, and then really big that I'm a good Christian. I'm working towards being that, but then always put God in anything that you do, because without God, you can't do anything, and there is nothing He cannot do. If you put yourself to Him, if you put yourself out there for Him, if you devote yourself for Him, He's going to do everything for you, because with Christ, everything is absolutely possible. I'm going to leave some links in some prayer groups on here, YouTube, and also on Facebook that you can join. Is both. Tip number 3 is setting a standard. Now, setting a standard can be in a relationship way, or not only romantic relationship, also friendship, even office relationship. Because with that standard, you what are you doing? You can't people and you don't have any standard. How are you not going to have standard? You have to, create an aura for around you that people will be like, hey, I want to talk to this girl, but the way she carry herself, I'm a little bit scared, or it's not that you're a pushover, or you're not easily approached. You're a woman, you're not supposed to be easily approachable. I'm not saying in a mean or a heavy term that remember you are the prize. Just remember that you are the prize. That's exactly how you're supposed to be going through life. You are the prize. Remember that always. And anytime that you set your standard high, don't lower your standard for anybody. Anybody that thinks your standard is higher for them, those people are not meant to be in your life. I repeat that again. Those people that think your standard are too high, those people are not meant to be in your life. Because as soon as you lower your standard for this, oh, I really like this person, I want to go out with this. Maybe your standard is not paying on the first date, and I'm like, oh, I love this person, I'm just gonna split with the person. And then you go on the second date, the person is going to expect you to split. So that means you are cheating yourself. You are not being fair to yourself. And you have to always be fair to yourself. Which leads me to my next point. Take yourself on a date. Don't wait for anybody to make time for themselves to call you to come on a date. Go to that picnic you want to do. Have time for yourself. Learn to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? How can you expect someone to love you? You want to have a life that people see and they are jealous of, not any fake type of lifestyle that you are content with, lifestyle that you are happy with it, lifestyle that when you wake up from the bed, you're like, I'm not just going through life for no reason. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with where I am. So never lower your standard for anybody. Next step is try to forgive people. Being bitter is ugly, okay? That's not romantic. That's really ugly. And as soon as you start healing from past traumas, you start healing from broken hearts, you start healing from disappointment, you start healing from broken promises, you start to glow. You start, like, not only physically but from mentally also. You just start to glow. So learn to forgive. I know people step on our toes to either, I say this not in a way that anytime somebody do you something, you just let it slide. Don't let it slide. Let them have, don't let it slide, okay? You don't have to let it slide when some people, disappoint you or offend you. But heal from it, and then learn how to forgive yourself first, and then you forgive people and heal from all past traumas. Healing is not just a 1 week journey. Healing is not just a 1 month journey. It takes years, it takes practice. It's not something that you just say, oh, I'm gonna heal from all my past traumas, and automatically you're thinking that, oh, my past traumas are going to heal from me. As soon as you start healing, doors are going to be opening for you. And when doors are going to be opening for you, you start getting the lifestyle that you want. You start booking that flight that you want. You start going to that trips that you want. It's not that the healing is going to make it, but then it brings opportunities, bring different things into your life. It's like your life start to flourish because you're healing from it. You're not holding any bad grudges. And my mom always said that when you have a good heart, nothing bad can happen to you. So that's what you always have to do. You have to have a good heart, and then you don't have to wish bad on anybody. First of all, why will you wish bad on somebody? You don't expect somebody to wish bad for you, so why will you wish bad on somebody? So, which also lead me to my next point, which is setting boundaries. Set boundaries when it comes to personal life, when it comes to agreement and everything. Let people know there are certain things that I'm not going to tolerate. There are certain things that when you do to me, you are off, which also leads to cutting off people, the people that don't support you, the people that don't encourage you, the people that laugh for you. You have a lot of people. I always say that getting to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is easy if you have 10 friends. If you have 10 truly good friends. My best friend got me to 380 followers in an hour because she sent my link to people. So people like this, don't cut them off because they support you. She saw that this is what I want to do, and the only way that I can support her is by sharing her links, is by telling people about her channel. And here lies the case that you have friends, they're not going to like your post, they're not going to share your post, they're not going to subscribe, they're not going to do anything for your post. Not only social media wise, liking posts is way easier than borrowing you money. So if your friend cannot like your post, what makes you think that when you're in financial crisis, the person is going to help you? Unless they're not on social media, unless they don't use TikTok, unless they don't use Instagram, unless they don't use Facebook, unless they don't use YouTube. Cut people off. People that are meant to be in your life are going to stay in your life, and you always have to learn that people come and go. It's seasonal. Some people come in your life to teach you a lesson. Some people come in your life to encourage you. Some people come in your life to help you start that business. Some people come in your life to help boost your confidence. This is a fine trick to learn if you want to be confident. Start taking pictures in public. Yes, start taking pictures in public. If you're confident enough to open your tripod, set it down, put your phone down, and start taking pictures, posing in public, my friend, you can do anything. There is nothing that is going to touch you. Because if you have ever tried taking pictures in public, you know that it's no joke. It's no joke. So if you want to boost your confidence, start taking pictures. Anytime that you are out, you take yourself on a date, like I said before, learn to be off your phone. Put that phone aside and focus on being in that moment. Focus on enjoying your meal. Limit your screen time. You are telling me 24 hours is too small for you. You cannot start that YouTube channel, but you spend 3 hours on TikTok. You spend 3 hours scrolling. You're in bed 3 hours just giggling, looking at memes, when those 3 hours could have helped you learn how to edit one YouTube video, learn how to create thumbnails, learn how to create a YouTube intro. It's not everything that somebody have to shove down your throat. Learn how to be independent. If you are financially independent, you can do anything you want to do. You can do anything on earth that you want to do. You don't always have to depend on some people. Depending on people is a butt in the ass. You check in with your January goals. You need to check in. You made this list. I want to be going through this. I want to have this. I want to have that. I want to have A. I want to have B. But then it's been almost 7 months and you've done nothing. What are you waiting for? Carry to start at first, but then being yourself and being your true self comes from you. Nobody is going to tell you. Nobody truly cares, honestly. Nobody really cares what you're going through. Nobody cares. They will care. Oh, sorry, I'm praying for you. I'll keep you in my prayers. They move on. But then it's stuck with you. You are your own boss. You are your own first supporter. You're your biggest fan, and you're also your biggest critic. So if you don't start that channel, if you don't start that business, if you don't start that Instagram page, if you don't start that course that you're trying to do, if you don't sign up for that business account that you want to sign up for, who is going to do it for you? Nobody is going to do it for you. Set dreams that when you think about it, it's going to scare you. It's going to push you from your ass to get up from that couch, to get up from that bed and work towards it. If your goals doesn't scare you, they are not really goals. You need to dream, you plan, then you do it. Just do it. It's easier said than done, but really, having financial freedom is everything. If you don't have financial freedom, you cannot take yourself on that date. You're always going to depend on somebody. You cannot book that flight you want to book. The next point is appreciate the life that you have now. You don't have to wait and see. I've seen a lot of videos saying, oh, 10 things I wish when I did in my 20s, 10 things I didn't do in my 20s. This is now. Don't live in the past or don't live in the future. Think about the future, but don't live in the future. The future have its own problem. Think about the present. Appreciate what you have now. Make good use of what you have now. I always wanted to start YouTube since 2016. I never started because I was waiting for camera. I was waiting for the best camera. I was waiting for the tripod. And do you know what ended up happening? I didn't get that camera. I ended up using my phone to start my YouTube. And then it's not good, but then I'm trying to improve it. I'm not going to wait and say I want to wait and get money before I start that channel. Only using YouTube as a study case because that's what most of people put on their channel, goal that they're going to do, and they are not doing it. And even though it's hard to start the channel, surround yourself with people that encourage you. Surround yourself with people that pushes you. When people make fun of you, think about what they are doing with their life. If they're doing better than you, that's the only time that you're supposed to feel bad. But then if you are doing better than them, you're not supposed to feel bad because you are doing something. You have a goal and you're going for it. Pinterest is your best friend. You need to go on Pinterest, search like, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to have this routine. I want to create this self sense of awareness, the things that is not making you to, appreciate your life more. You've identified the things that is holding you back. You appreciate the things that is preventing you from leveling up. Go on Pinterest, set that dream car, search for that dream house, search for that dream financial. Put it on your phone screen as a screensaver so that every day when you wake up, you will see that this is my dream. This is things that I'm working towards. If you don't have anything working towards, romanticizing your life is not going to be anything. You can set up and say, I want to learn how to fix my nails. And this month, that's the only thing I'm going to learn how to do. Next month, I'm going to learn how to do my own hair. That's the only thing you're going to learn how to do for that month. Work towards a goal. You cannot romanticize your life when you don't have anything to romanticize about. How are you going to romanticize about your life when you're broke? How are you going to romanticize your life when you can't afford anything? It doesn't work that way. If you find this video helpful, kindly give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social. See you guys in my next video. Bye.